With every breath I feel alive. I got a lot, that's why.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back, ninjas. It's your Muhammad from TechUtopia YouTube channel. Ni hao, dobrodošli nazad, peace be upon you. So there you go. Yes, Ryan, finally the review of the Redmi K40 aka Poco F3. Yes, these smartphones are almost exactly the same. We're gonna talk in this video about the small differences, 2-3 differences between these phones, and the price tag differences also. So watch this video. You're gonna find the screen review, sound, audio review, Face ID, fingerprint sensor, design, gaming, battery, camera review of this device. So watch it till the end. You're gonna have the buying links in the description to purchase this device. I'm using the Redmi K40, the 12GB RAM, the most expensive variant, so I will leave you the buying links for that one also. So let's begin immediately here. You're gonna have obviously at the beginning unboxing, and then you're gonna go with the hands-on and test design wise, dimensions. This device, ninjas, weighs 196 grams and thickness it's only 7.8 millimeters, so it's under 8 millimeter. Yes, it does have a smaller battery, but it is way more compact and way more thinner. So that's what I love about the Redmi K40 right now series / aka Poco F3. So beautiful here design all together. We have obviously volume rocker, power button, Type-C USB port, main microphone, secondary microphone. Unfortunately, we don't have an SD card expansion. We don't have a headphone jack expansion here with the Redmi K40 / Poco F3 series. So unfortunately, they don't have these options. But sorry, what we're gonna do. Anyway, guys, so the price tag difference is here that the Redmi K40 is slightly more expensive, and also Redmi K40 does have a 12GB RAM variant, while the Poco F3 doesn't have this version. Remember that all of the versions do come with the LPDDR5 RAM and UFS 3.1 storage. And the difference is also between the Redmi K40 and Poco F3. Redmi K40 is Chinese, comes with the English version, and you have to install Google Play Store by yourself, but the trending Shenzhen and other companies will already install this by yourself, guys, so don't worry about it. There's no problem about that. And one difference which we can mention, and I'm not 100%, I'm not sure having 100% info from the officials, but it seems that the Redmi K40 has a better display, ninjas. It has a Super AMOLED, while the Poco F3 has a standard AMOLED screen panel. And also so many regular users report that Poco F3 has touch issues. They say that it will be fixed with the future update. Some even say that that update was already rolled over to some countries, so have that in mind. That the Redmi K40 so far that I noticed doesn't have this issue, and it's really lame that I couldn't believe it that most of the reviewers didn't even mention. I mean, not any single reviewer mentioned of these popular reviewers, which we know, standard me, you guys, whoever is watching, none of them mentioned this issue of the Poco F3. How in the heck, what they've been doing with the smartphones? Did they even test them? Are they so lazy that they didn't test the screen at all? Very bad. So we are moving right now to the screen. This is the screen review of the Redmi K40 in my hands, the 12GB RAM variant, 6.67-inch Super AMOLED dot display. It has a full HD plus, of course, resolution 2400 with a 1080. Aspect ratio is around, it's 20 with none aspect ratio. Contrast ratio is 5 million with 1. Brightness is a very bright screen here. For this price tag, you can buy it around $450, 900 nits HBM type, and peak brightness goes up to 1300 nits, ninjas. The peak brightness. So that's a very bright screen, and indeed it's just wonderful. The screen is wonderful. HDR10 plus. It has a 120 Hz high refresh rate, 360 Hz touch sampling rate, sunlight display option, which you need to re-enable it by yourself from the options 3.0, 360 degrees ambient light sensor. It has Corning Gorilla Glass 5 protections. There's no 6, but again, it's fine for the price tag. Supports MEMC, SGS Eye Care display, and SGS Seamless Pro 120 Hz feature. So remember that in the display option you can select only 60 or 120 Hz option, and have that in mind that you need to do the small hack to enable that all apps run in 120 Hz. Still, you need to do this manually by yourself, and I have a tutorial on my YouTube channel regarding this, so please make sure to check it out. Anyway, display wise, ninjas, touch sensitivity, viewing angles are just amazing. I love the display of the Redmi K40. I can't tell you personally what is happening with the Poco F3, but what I can tell you exactly the same issue with both of these models is that they have a screen dimming. With the heavy gaming, when the smartphone starts to heating, the screen will dim. The same what happened with the Xiaomi Mi 11 and Snapdragon 888. Unfortunately, they have exactly the same issue, the Poco F3 and Redmi K40, but they say they're gonna also fix this issue with with the future update, and it is fixable. This kind of thing is fixable, which is really crazy that Redmi K40 with the Snapdragon 870 and Poco F3, they dim faster, sooner than the Mi 11 with the Snapdragon 888. I don't know what kind of limit they put it here with the Redmi K40 for Snapdragon 870, so altogether Mi 11 and Snapdragon 888 can push more the performance and the brightness until it goes down. So that's very weird, seriously very weird. Altogether, Ninja's split screen option, 60 FPS, YouTube can go up to 2K resolution, 4K resolution, sorry for that, the application itself, it's marvelous. It's marvelous. I support and I do give a green card for the Redmi K40 regarding the display size. Now we're gonna move to the sound speaker.
Okay, so let's begin now with the sound speaker, the audio review test of the Redmi K40/Poco F3. We're going to begin with the YouTube max volume. Ramzan days, only a cappella, beatbox, voices in the back. What a beautiful high-res audio sound. Wow. 2 speakers, remember that. Beautiful Ninjas. I'm giving it 9 score, easily 9 score. One of the best sounding devices for this price tag in the world. Here we go, checking the headphones. It doesn't have a headphone jack, basically it doesn't have a separated headphone jack. You'll have to use a converter. But the volume, 9.5 Ninjas. This is crazy great volume output through the Type-C USB port. Just in love with it. 360 surround system, beautiful high-res audio chip inside of the Redmi K40. You're going to be more than satisfied with this flagship beast. Okay, now we're going to go with the mic quality test. I always do it in my reviews, in my in-depth reviews, which is really rare to find these days, Ninjas. A lot of people are put in the titles, they have in-depth reviews, but none of them even show you the headphone jack volume, the mic quality test. How in the heck, why would they do something like this? Let's begin immediately with it. Hello. Welcome back. This is the mic check quality. Redmi K40. My mouth is 40 centimeters away. Check the mic quality. 1 2 1 2. This is right now the check mic quality. Distance is just few centimeters away. Redmi K40. Check. Out. Wow, man, that is very strong. Love it. Maybe just the noise cancellation microphone to work a little bit better there with optimization here for this price range, but again, more than satisfied. Great job, Redmi/Poco/Xiaomi. Beautiful. Anyway, just to remind you that this device, Snapdragon 870, somehow it doesn't have a built-in FM radio. Screen recorder can record up to 100 megabits per second. Check it out, 100 megabits per second, and yes, fixed unlimited frame rate. But obviously that is 60 FPS. It can record 120 FPS. I don't think so. No, yeah. Nevertheless, remember that when you want to record at it does. Oh my God, it does have 90 FPS. Check this out. Okay, that is impressive, man. This is the first time seeing this. Obviously, this is probably by the latest MIUI update. I didn't even know. I'm shocked like you are, guys, right now. 90 FPS frame rate recording, screen recording. So just disable this fixed frame rate. Beautiful, awesome device here regarding the audio. Highly recommended. So it does have a green pass from me, Mohammed, TechUtopia. Let's go next.
Okay, so performance-wise, what do we have with the Redmi K40? That is the Snapdragon 870 Ninjas. This is a 7nm chip technology and octa-core CPU clocked up to 3.2 GHz with a Qualcomm Adreno 650 GPU, and it does have a X55 modem for lightning-fast 5G connectivity, dual 5G. So yes, altogether, this is an amazing. I was seriously shocked by the performance. You can see by some of the benchmarks, the speed tests. It is the fastest smartphone right now in the world for this price tag. CPU-wise and gaming-wise is just absolutely insane. It is very similar to the Snapdragon 865 Plus. For sure, is very similar. That's why it even has the Adreno 650 GPU and the similar benchmark scores. These two chipsets. So remember, we have 6, 8, or 12 GB RAM variant. 6 or 8 only with the Poco. With the Redmi K40, you can even go higher to 12 GB, which I'm having in my hands. There is no SD card expansion. Fingerprint sensor is on the side. Yes, this is how they put the price down. They don't have built-in in-display fingerprint sensor, which I'm going to talk later on more about it. So it is on the side that it's a physical fingerprint sensor, Face ID, everything is flawless, it's super fast and super reliable. It does have a gyroscope, compass, accelerometer, light, proximity, and fingerprint sensor. It does also have a cooling system and extra feature, which is X-axis linear motors. Altogether, this is a 5G enabled smartphone. Remember, with the Poco F3, you're gonna have enabled bands, but with the Redmi K40 Ninjas, yes, for regarding the 4G LTE, it does as with the Mi 11. It comes with the B26 and B28. So just have that in mind. You do have these bands. It comes with the dual nano SIM cards, nano SIM card support, dual band Wi-Fi, Wi-Fi hotspot, and Wi-Fi MIMO, Bluetooth 5.1 connectivity, and all the navigation supports, which is Galileo, Beidou, GPS Galileo, and Navic IC, QSZ, SSS, GPS, AGPS, GLONASS. You have it. You all have it here. Anyway, what else we can mention? So this device does have an NFC support. What it doesn't have, like I mentioned at the beginning, audio jack, radio FM, it doesn't have it. It does have a VoLTE, tethering, and infrared. Beautiful performance here with the Redmi K40/Poco F3 here. In love with it, seriously in love with it. Of course, what else we can tell you about it? Remember, you're not gonna have a problem with the Google Play Store. This is not a Huawei device, so everything is just fine with the Redmi K40/Poco F3, which we're gonna mention in the speaker side, and we already mentioned in the audio side that it does have a beautiful dual speakers, high-res audio certification, dual Atmos. Regarding the video itself, it does support an HDR display when playing HDR10 video content. Have that in mind, okay? Remember. Plus, it does have an IR blaster. Fresh out of the box, it does come with the MIUI 12 for the Redmi/Poco, which is obviously, it comes with the Android 11.
Okay, so let's begin with the Face ID and fingerprint sensor. First, we're going to begin with the fingerprint sensor. It has a physical side fingerprint sensor mounted on the side, on the right side, where is the power button. So it doesn't have in-display fingerprint sensor, an optical one. Of course, that's the low cost to cut on the cost on the price, and that is just fine. It is just fine. This is more accurate and more reliable. Works perfectly. Let's go now with the Face ID. Double tap to wake up. Awesome, beautiful. 10, just pure 10. Thank you, Redmi. Thank you, Poco. Thank you, Xiaomi.
So, camera-wise, with the Redmi K40 and Poco F3, we have a quad camera setup on the back. The main sensor is 48 megapixel f1.79 with the 1.67mm large pixel 4-in-1 binding. 8 megapixel ultra-wide camera, a field of view is 119 degrees. Of course, aperture of f2.2. We have a tele macro camera, aperture of f2.4, and rear camera photography feature, which does have a night mode 2.0. Rear camera features altogether, what do we have is, of course, we have one-click AI cinema, magic zoom, slow shutter, time freeze, night time lapse, parallel world, and freeze frame video, which you probably already saw. And have that in mind, I would really advise you to check my full camera view, where I show you a lot of video samples and a lot of picture samples. So the back camera supports maximum 4K 30 FPS. Unfortunately, they didn't enable 60 FPS, and I know that the Snapdragon 870 is powerful enough to handle 60 FPS 4K. I hope they're gonna add that in the future. There is no 8K support with the Mi 11 Snapdragon 888. It does have it. Snapdragon 870 doesn't have support so far. With the selfie camera, we do have a 1080p 60 FPS frame rate option. This is very beautiful. Slow motion is up to 960 FPS, 1080p. There is no 4K support regarding slow motion. 888 chip Snapdragon does have this. The front selfie camera is 20 megapixel with the aperture of f2.45, and it does have a selfie, night mode, and movie frame. Remember that, movie frame. So altogether, the camera itself, Ninjas, I'm seriously satisfied so far. I don't have any issues regarding the camera itself here. Standard for Xiaomi/Redmi/Poco for this price range. Maybe it's not the best cameras, Ninjas. Maybe there is a place for improvements, obviously there, but have that in mind that for the price tag, we always have to remember how much money you give, here for this smartphone. If you give 1,000, obviously I will be super critical, but right now when you're giving $400, you can't be that critic, man. You can't complain so much. Come on, man, give up, grow up.
Okay, assalamu alaikum, peace be upon you, Ninjas. Welcome back here on Ninja Muhammad with another in-depth camera review test Right now I'm having the Redmi K40 Poco F3. By the way, I'm using a gimbal. That's why I have the camera is a little bit looks wider and the frame looks wider, because this gimbal is a little bit extended. It has extended grip arm. And this is Moza Mini MX. I'm gonna also show you a footage without the gimbal and handheld. This is 4K test handheld footage. Redmi K40 Poco F3 after the updates. Remember, Redmi K40 is a Chinese version of the Poco F3 is a global one, comes with the multi-languages. While the China version still just has English version and it has Google Play Store. So don't worry about that. Beautiful footage here, 4K 30 FPS. Main sensor.
Yeah, time for the battery specs. Basically, what do we have regarding the battery juice here? Screen on time for the Redmi K40 Poco F3. So it has a 4520 mAh battery, and immediately, guys, don't tell me I'm not gonna buy this device. It doesn't have a 5000 mAh battery. Remember that this device, this smartphone, is less than 8mm thick, so it's not 9 or 10. So have that in mind. It's not that thick. Sorry for that, guys, I coughed. But I will still keep with this review. It has a 33 watts fast charging include, basically the fast charging protocol, Li polymer type battery. And regarding the charging speeds from 0 to 100%, it takes on less than 55 minutes. Beautiful, that's really fast, bro. It's really fast. Screen on time, you can check also my battery drain test. I already done it. Regarding the gaming wise, you can go to 4 to 5 hours. From 4 to 5 hours screen on time, depends of the game itself. Some heavier games, like very demanding games, which also will have overheating issues, etc, you're gonna have maybe around 3.5 hours maximum, top. But regular games like PUBG, Call of Duty, Asphalt 9, you should get around 4 to 5 hours, guys. Medium use, you can get around 7.5 to 8 hours, depends how you use it. What means medium? Just mixed use of apps, camera, gaming, browser, Facebook, you name it. Altogether, this is a really great score for the Redmi K40 for 4520 mAh battery, considering also that you have such a beast processor that obviously gives you such a great power. So thumbs up for the Redmi K40 right now from me. Beautiful performance regarding the battery wise.
You can see by yourself on the top right corner the FPS. It's running here full speed. It's just like with every single kind of smartphone, almost with every single smartphone. Except, I don't know, maybe even with the flagship devices, Ninjas. When you are suddenly quickly moving right to the left, like 180 degrees, you can see those small stutters. You can see those small stutters. Killed by. Battery smooth.
So Ninjas, to sum it up for the end quickie under 1 minute or something like this, regarding the Redmi K40 and Poco F3, should you buy it? Simple, clean cut sentence, of course you should buy it, man. Come on, this is the best deal of all time for this price tag. Again, slash Redmi, Xiaomi, let's just say Xiaomi company here is doing it. It's really difficult to mention all these three sub brands, Poco, Redmi and Xiaomi. I just want to say, because Poco and Redmi, it's exactly the same smartphone, Ninjas, everything is exactly the same, which we mentioned in the beginning. It seems that it maybe they have different panels. It seems that Poco has a cheaper display on it, while the Redmi has a more expensive display, the Super AMOLED, and it doesn't have a touch issues. It didn't have it so far. I didn't notice anything. And regarding the Poco F3 users, guys, don't be worried. Even if this touch issue will be fixed, and even if it's not yet fixed, it's very small, minor issue. You can only notice it, how they say it, with the sniper, and only pro gamers. So that's in YouTube and all the application. You can't notice this, man. Come on. So don't bash too much the Poco F3, please. Plus, remember that the Redmi K40 comes with the English. It doesn't come with the multi-language, but obviously you can flash by yourself later on global ROM if you want to do that. Altogether, Redmi K40 Poco F3, great price, great display, amazing speed, great sound, audio side of this device, great design itself here, great battery, and I love the compactness. Maybe it does have a super large display, but it's compact regarding the thickness and lightness. Beautiful. highly advise it. I mentioned already the cons, I don't want to mention again. There is no big problem about this device, so I can't say. I don't even know how in the heck some people say don't buy the Poco F3. Obviously clickbait videos, people don't even have ideas anymore, they want to get some views with the dramas, simple like that. They unsubscribe these YouTube channels, all of them are douchebags who say like this. I repeat again, ninjas, like the Poco X3 Pro, which I praise so much, I predict that in half or 1 year we're not gonna have better devices than these two for this price range. You're not gonna have them. It's gonna be, I'll be shocked if somebody releases a better smartphone. Only maybe Poco and Redmi with the Poco F4 or the Poco X4 Pro next year they release better smartphones for the same price tag. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. Have a great day, and please make sure to check my other videos regarding the Redmi K40, the full gaming review, full battery review, full camera review, plus pros and cons special video. My salam and have a great day. Plus speed test videos, comparisons, camera comparisons, so many content on my YouTube channel on a single place. Remember, the buying links will be in the description. Support my channel in two ways: shop online with my links or donate to my PayPal. Thank you. As-salama. Ni hao. Bye. Allah imanit.
With every breath I feel alive.